Hi, my name is Evie Delasrena. My actual dead name, the one that is legally my name, is Anthony Alonzo Holbert. I am making this video, or this vlog rather, to basically make sure that I don't get silenced all the way. I'm going to post this onto my YouTube and on as many different social medias as possible. I have been the victim of human trafficking thanks to the United States government. I know that they'll try to dismiss me off as having some sort of psychosis or schizoaffective or schizophrenic disorder, but the truth of the matter is the United States is very complicit in the trafficking of drugs, humans, and armed weaponry. That's being said, they're trying to have me on an M1 medical hold so that they can silence me and put me into a medical facility or a mental health facility so that they can keep me there for a year and get away with whatever the fuck they've been getting away with, all these scams against their own citizens in this country, as much as they possibly can. But the fact of the matter is, I have been running for my life. I don't know if it's for my life. I've been running from these people who have been trying to do this mental health, or rather mental torture or emotional torture techniques towards me through social engineering and stuff, because they know that I know too much for some reason. I guess my intuitive abilities are just a little bit too powerful for them to be comfortable with in the public, you know? That being said, they're laughing at me right now because they think it's funny that they're holding me against my will and telling me that I have some sort of psychosis because I'm telling the truth about how this country is ran and who it's ran by. There are secret societies that we know of today that are known as the Freemasons, Rosicrucians, let's see, what else? The Secret Society of the Scroll and Key or something like that. The Wolf's Head Society. They have the other one that's called Skull and Bones. They have all these different secret societies that are running the country today that you have no idea are actually running the country. These secret societies are completely and totally complicit with human trafficking and the trafficking of different types of drugs. I have been at the mercy of this chemist who has created a type of methamphetamine that was cut with some sort of, I don't know what type of chemical compound it was, or alkaloid compound it was cut with, but this compound allows for the human psyche to actually use telepathic abilities or other psychic abilities. Now, this sounds far-fetched by far, but it's true. And I have been at the mercy of these people for almost 2 years. They've been hacking my computers, all of my telephones and electrical devices. They've been doing the most to make it seem like I'm crazy. They literally forced me into homelessness. They have sabotaged my vehicle, tried to assassinate me in, I believe it was called, I forgot what part of Texas. They basically had me crash my 2017 Nissan Sentra. It was a white Nissan Sentra. They basically dislocated the steering wheel from the actual driving wheels. And that in itself made my car do a 360 off the road. And when it did a 360 off the road, for some reason I didn't die. I didn't have not one scratch, not one bruise on me. The only thing that happened was my chest had hit the center console and basically knocked the wind out of me. I've been through hell and back with these people, and they are parts of high society that you would never suspect. So doctors, lawyers, nurses, all these people. Doesn't matter what part of society they're in. They could be as low as, like, you know, the janitor in the hallway of your school. Not saying that they're low. They're not low. They have jobs that are considered low level compared to these people who are in the CIA, the ATF, the FBI, and all these other places that these agencies in the United States are, you know, basically working in. These people are complicit in human trafficking. Like I said, they're complicit in drug trafficking and smuggling of weaponry to and from Mexico, Canada, and God knows where else. These people are evil, and they're doing scams against their own people, their own citizens. And right now, everybody's going to sleep soundly, not knowing that at the end of the day, the people who are supposed to be helping you and not hurting you in any way possible are actually doing the opposite. You're at their mercy at every point in turn. And they will try to call you crazy and put you under an M1 medical hold, even in this Rose, what is it called? Medical Center, Health One, emergency room place. I was poisoned. I think it was like 2 days ago. Somebody gave me some food or whatever. I ate it. I didn't think anything of it. and it gave me the shits. I had diarrhea really badly. I can't help that I have diarrhea. I had to go to the emergency room. Instead of putting me in the regular emergency room, they put me under an M1 medical hold, saying that I had some paranoid delusions and psychosis because I was telling them the truth about what happened to me. Now, I can't change what the truth is, and I'm not going to lie to people and tell them whatever they want to hear just because that's going to help them sleep better at night, because their secret society isn't going to get discovered by the rest of humanity. Sorry for you, it's not going to happen. So yeah, I've been running away from the secret society for like 2 years almost. It's been about maybe a year and a half. I went to New Mexico, couldn't get away from them there. Went to Texas, couldn't get away from them there. They're all involved in the government. They are government. They're government. It's government secret society type shit. Now, a lot of people will call this the Illuminati, but they're not Illuminati. The Bavarian Illuminati broke down into different sects. Now they have the Scroll and Key, the Wolf's Head Lodge, or whatever the hell, and they have all these different types of ones. The Rosicrucians, the Freemasons, blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on. The list goes on and on. These people sacrifice children. They literally traffic people. They wanted to traffic me. They wanted to trade me out and have somebody basically become me. So they were going to put me in Mexico to be human trafficked so I can be trafficked like a prostitute, and then put somebody else as me. So basically have somebody take up my name, my social security number, and everything else, and pretend like they were me. But that's not the truth. That person wouldn't have been me. They're just trying to put somebody else in the country that wasn't me, that would be less of a problem to them, basically. And because I won't join the little secret society, and I have intuitive abilities, which are probably not even psychic in general, they're just intuitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could tell if somebody's got something up their sleeve or not. I could read people very well. I have high functioning, high masking autism, but because I was beaten, abused as a child by my father, who is also part of the secret society, I'm able to pick up easily on other people's, unintended basic body languages that would let me know that they're not being entirely honest with me, or they're not telling the truth. Now, the fact of the matter is, these people are involved with stalking by proxy in a gang or mobbing fashion, and they will hunt you down and have you be a targeted individual with no rights just so they can silence you. They're probably going to put me in a mental health facility for over a year just to silence me so they can get whatever they need done within the year done. So I don't know what the hell that is, but just know that within a year's time, there's probably going to be a big, giant shitload of bullshit that's going to be coming down the American pipeline. That's probably going to limit people's abilities and probably turn this into like the fourth or the fifth Reich of the fucking Nazi party. Because the Germans didn't actually have anything to do with the Nazi party. It was always the Jewish people. I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive, but the Jewish people wanted to have more power, so what they did was they did whatever social engineering techniques they could back in those days to have Germans hate them so that they could kill their own people and literally use their own people against them and say, oh, we're going to play the victim now since we have our people who are getting tortured by the Germans. That never happened. Everything that you know about history is a lie. And the fact of the matter is, they don't like that I know this truth, because when I tell it, it makes it so that more people are aware of what's going on. The fact of the matter is, they're going to try to put me into a medical health facility or a mental health facility, and I want this knowledge to be passed on to others so that they can at least question what the government is doing and allow themselves to be free. The fact of the matter is, the government has been trafficking people for the longest time ever, and what you don't see can hurt you. And the fact of the matter is, these people are doing a lot of things you don't see, and they are trying to hurt you. So don't let yourself be a victim of the United States government, because they're just trying to silence you if you know the truth. They have been taking part in trying to sell the United States piece by piece to different other countries. So just so you know, there it is. Like, there's a whole bunch of information right there that is what it is. There's secret societies running the entire globe, and they span the entire globe. These secret societies are worldwide, not just countrywide. You know what I'm saying? Nationwide. They are worldwide secret societies. So the fact of the matter is, nobody is safe from these people. I'm not paranoid. I'm not delusional. I'm hyper vigilant because of what I've been through, and I know exactly what I've been through, and I'm stating the facts, not some sort of made up story. This is all true. So the fact of the matter is these people are complicit in criminal activities against civil rights, and they're basically trying to infringe on other people's civil rights. And not only that, but they're also trying to do unethical experimentation through social engineering and, or rather, I guess other people would know it as MK Ultra technique or monarch programming techniques, but now it's called social engineering. And they've been trying to do this for the longest time. I don't know why they're doing this. I think they want the New World Order, the one world government bullshit, which I really don't see a problem with, because I mean, a one world government should be great. But if it's a fascist government, then there might be a problem. And I think that's where they're leading with this. They want a fascist government, one world order. But that's not where this is gonna go. I have a big, giant hope in the world, and I see it not going that way. So please, if you have any head on your shoulders, any hope in your heart, or if you have any sense of freedom whatsoever, question everything, because these people are going to lie to you, and they're in high places. They will try to silence you and call you crazy just so you can't spread the truth. But the truth of the matter is, the truth is stranger than fiction. And these people are fucking far from being good or honest people. They're evil.